Let me know all is good. Holy, holy. That's kind of crooked. Holy, holy. All of the good. All of. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is good. I'll try it. Let's try love. I love this song. It's so healing. It's a prayer. All one. Holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart and my soul. Let me know all is one. Holy, holy. All is one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh God, holy, holy. We're talking about healing our ancestry. We get to reshape it. We get to transform it. All right, let me fade this down. Actually, I have to stop it abrupt. So where's the volume control? Okay. I'm gonna stop it now. Well, not right now. Just there we go. There's a fade. Holy, holy, all in my mind, in my heart and my soul. Let me know all is good. All is good. Holy. Let me know that all is good in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, in my family, in my life. That all is good, all is well, all is one. That's what representing our ancestors is about, representing our stories. But let me start from the beginning. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon. Good day to you wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for saying yes. I am Ade Anifowishe, the son of Alimi Anifowishe, the son of Esther. I forgot my mom's name for a minute. Esther, well, actually, it was there. It was coming out. Esther Anifowishe, who is not here in the physical body. She's now in the physical realm. And her picture is right here with me. I got my grandmother's picture here. This is what my mother looks like for those who are saying, what does his mother look like? Now you know. She's on the other side taking care of me and my siblings. She's mothering us from the ancestral realm. I am the grandson of Idris Anifowishe. I am also the grandson of Habibat Anifowishe and Moses Osho and Alice Osho. And I don't have names for my great-grandparents, but I don't need their names because they're in me. Because of them, I am here. So not just my great-grandparents, but as you know, great, just keep going back. You, me, we are the physical representation of our ancestors. Today is, we've rolled into Friday in UK. It is 9 minutes after 12 midnight. The date is June 18th in UK, and it's June 17th in America. And it's a little after 7, 9 after 7. I do these broadcasts every night as we roll into prepare for in this case, the final episode of representing our ancestors, representing our stories. This is part 3. It's a 3-part series. So this is the first leg. And then Something new is coming up. And this time we are catching a vision for a new generation. So I was talking about ancestries. Think about your life. Some of you have heard this before, but really take a moment right now to even decolonize your mind and release the idea that one, your ancestors, your great, 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 great grandparents don't exist anymore. And sit with the idea that what if their presence, their essence is still alive? What if you allow yourself to think of your ancestors, those who came before you, and think of them as wisdom keepers? Yes, there are some of our ancestors. It's funny that we say this, as I was saying last night. Some of our ancestors, we say, oh, they were not good people. They were drug addicts. They misused their power. They whatever, 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 right? And just as much as we have ancestors who we can say they weren't good people, they were evil, they did bad things, we also have ancestors where we can say they were truly a human angel. I won't say they did everything right, but their essence, their reason for being was to add to humanity. They were kind. They were grounded. They understood their relationship with God. And when you think about that, you and these people that came before you are not separate. Now, for the ones that we say did something bad, they weren't good people, guess what? We sometimes under this illusion that we are better than them. We're under the illusion that they did something bad that we would never do. You don't know what you're ever going to do, right? You never know what you're going to do in the future. And what you say, well, I'm not as bad as that. Well, the person who was impacted by your action may be saying you're an evil person. But sometimes there's this tendency to to quote a friend of mine, a moral high horse about those who came before us and how we are so better than that. Yes, there's some things we're working through, but humans are humans. From the eyes of God, the eyes of the divine, the most high, the prime creator, as someone said yesterday on the show with Ricky and I, the prime creator. All is one, as the song was reminding us. All is good. Now, this good it goes a little bit beyond the intellectual good and bad. This is the divine good. I've never said that before, actually. Never thought of it that way. The divine good. The good that means that is rooted in the idea that no matter how bad you are, how great you are, everything always work out for the good. Everything. Everything. Now, it may not work out while you're alive. It may not work out in your presence. But life itself, life is God. God is life. Is constantly organizing, reorganizing itself to bring about balance. So for us as human beings, spiritual beings in a human body, the physical body, we're constantly seeking the good, seeking what is good, what is great, what is wonderful, what is powerful. Because it's not just because we're trying to be better intellectually. There is an impulse that is always reminding us we are so much more. We are so much more. No matter how hard it is, no matter what your struggle looks like, there is an impulse in you that is nudging you, pushing you, guiding you towards balance, towards harmony. So the topic today is you can heal your ancestry. That's what you're here to do. Especially those of us that are alive today, we're here to do that. Not that any descendant isn't. But what I really want to say is we're in a time where we understand more than ever before that we are one with the one. We are one with God. We are one with with one another. Scientists have told us, even in commercials, you can see that. You can watch a commercial, something happens, and it's so moving that you start tearing up. Like I say, me. You can read about a story in another country and you're moved, you're touched, your heart breaks. What is it in you that is responding to what you're reading, what you're watching, what you're seeing, what you're hearing? It is that life that is calling out to life. So when you think of your life, just take an inventory about things that you like in your life, things that you don't like, and give yourself permission to think, what if the things you like and the things you don't like literally passed on to you? Now, of course, your existence has added that a sort of uniqueness to the things that you like or don't like. But what if you are the next one to heal the past in the present? Yesterday, I talked about you are the future of your past. I am the future of my past. And I had some, I don't know if you're still open, some proverbs, African proverbs about the past and the future. Yeah, here it is. The future emerges from the past. That's a Senegalese proverb. The future emerges from the past. You are the future of your past. You are the future of your ancestors. You, as a tree with all the strong branches and the fruits, are the external representation of the roots that is not seen. The deeper the roots, the stronger the branches, the more juicy the fruits. So for a minute, I want you to consider that some of the things that you're dealing with, the pain, the struggle, heartbreak, anxiety, depression, the joy, the laughter, the vision, the dreams that you're having, that somebody in your lineage dealt with the same thing. And their imprint is active and alive in you. So if the future emerges from the past, and the imprint of those who came before you lives in you, that tells me that the imprint of your life, of your existence, of your choices, of your experience, or your circumstances is going to inform those who are to come, whether they're biological or not. Because your physical presence, your spiritual essence is never disconnected from those who are to come. So the conversations that you're having, you are impregnating someone's mind with an idea which changes how they see the world. So what we do today will show up in the future somehow. So we're living in a time where I don't like saying there's so much going on, because I've been saying there's so much going on for 10, 15 years. When I listen to shows I've done in the past, there's so much going on. So I'm clear there's always so much going on, always. And of course, and most of what's going on, we don't even see with our physical eyes. We think we're seeing everything, but we're not. If we saw everything, we can't. But if we did, it would be so overwhelming to the mind. So the idea of those who are not in the physical bodies, for some of us, when we're just looking at it, processing it from an intellectual perspective, it's like, but they're dead, they're gone. What do you mean connect with my ancestors? Connecting with your ancestors is connecting with yourself. When you're disconnected from your past, you're disconnected from your present. When you're disconnected from your present, you don't have connection with your future. All you have is this idea of disconnection from the past that you're trying to get away from or that you don't understand. You project that into the future. I can't make any difference in the future. I'll be dead and gone. Connecting with your ancestors is connecting with yourself. And there are many ways to do it. You can do it with pictures. I showed you a picture of my mother. There's a picture of my grandmother here. You can light a candle and just acknowledge those who came before you. You could pray for those who, if you will, missed their way. Those who did things that eventually they end up regretting. There are many ideas, many concepts about what happens to people who we consider to be evil when they die. That, oh, they go to hell. Some people say they go to hell. Some people say they deal with what they created on this earth over there. We really don't know. Truth is, we really don't know. As a spiritual being, spirit means breath. Comes from the word in spiritus. I think is an Italian word. No, spiritus, not inspiritus, because I'm thinking inspire. Spiritus is breath. So as a spiritual being, if you think about that, you're a breath being. Who you are is breath. Where's the breath coming from? Is it coming from the air you're breathing in? So if the breath is coming from the air you're breathing in, what does that mean? Air is everywhere, right? So you are everywhere. And every time you take a breath, you're breathing in your spiritual nature and breathing out your spiritual nature. Your ancestors are in the breath. They're in the essence. Your spiritual guides are in the air. God is in the air. They say there is no spot where God is not. God is everywhere, evenly present, all-knowing, all-powerful, right? So we are far more connected to the mysteries of life than we even allow ourselves to accept. So there's nothing in the past that happened that you can't heal, no matter what your ancestors did. How do you heal it? You heal your sense of separation. You heal what's inside of you. You heal the sense of the anxiety that you feel. You heal the not enough. You heal that judgmental part of yourself. How do you heal it? By not judging the judgment. By doing the work to see and affirm and accept that there's nothing wrong with you. That whether you're struggling financially, whether you're struggling to be in a relationship, whether you're struggling professionally, whether you can't get your business to work, whether there's a certain kind of experiences that is consistent in your family, so much so that you've accepted and other people have accepted that you're cursed. There's some people who believe that a family can be cursed. But do we really know? What if the curse is actually strong medicine that people didn't understand? What if the curse, what we're calling a curse on a family, is a medicine to heal, is a medicine to uplift, it's a medicine to transform hearts and minds. But because it's being rejected, because we don't want to see what's behind it, like, oh, they're cursed, that family is cursed, that person is cursed, we don't give space, we don't create space, we don't call out, we don't name what they're dealing with and see it. In a medical institution, they probably just give them synthetic medication to disconnect them from feeling that energy. Now, for some people, yeah, that's what they need. But what if we look at sickness and illness, dis-ease, disharmony as not something wrong, not something bad, but it's a message, as a communication that wants to be heard. It's not always easy. We might need an elder, a guru, a teacher, a coach, a minister, a friend who is grounded to help us go through that dark place. All the things that we consider to be dark, our shadow self, if we're not willing to look at it, if we're not willing to face it, if we're not willing to name it, it will be difficult to see the gifts that they bring and to feel free from it. Because whatever you run from will continue to chase you. Whatever you can't be with won't let you be. Why is it chasing you when you're running from it? Because you are the thinker thinking the thought about the thing that you believe is chasing you. So until you change your mind saying, I'm no longer running from this, I want to see what it's teaching me. I want to know what I need to learn from this. That is you changing your mind. When you sit still long enough, when you get quiet, it comes in different ways for different people. For me, it comes sometimes when I'm doing this broadcast. Sometimes I just know I'm getting a download. I'm like, whoa, that's deep. If you check out yesterday's broadcast, it's the same. The live I did, it didn't quite, something happened on Facebook and YouTube, so it froze. But if you go to my IG account, I did post part of it on Facebook. If you go to my IG account, Life Coach Ade, Life Coach ADE, check it out. There was so many things that was coming through that as I was saying it for myself, I was like, whoa, I can feel it. We are all channels. We are all intuitives. We are spiritual beings connected to the divine. There is no separation. The only thing that separates us is us thinking we're separated from the divine. And sometimes we think we're separated from the divine so because we think God is so powerful, we need to be afraid of God. We've been told to fear God. If you think you're separate from the divine, you're separated from your ancestors. But you've always been here. You are your ancestors. Every woman is born with the amount of eggs she's going to have for the rest of her life. And those eggs were passed on to her by her mother. And the egg that your mother carried, the eggs that became you, or maybe the egg that became you, was passed on from your grandmother to you, was passed on from your great-grandmother to your grandmother, and from your grandmother to you. To your mother, sorry. And it became you. And this same egg was passed on from your great-great-grandmother. That same egg was passed on from your great-great-great-grandmother. You've always been here. You appeared when you appeared, but you've always been here. You've always been alive. You come from a place where there is no time. You come from a place where there are no words. You come from a place that is full of mystery. What if, what if you are actually the ones you're calling your ancestors? Just sit with that. It doesn't have to be true. And maybe it is. If your ancestors are in the past and the essence of you was passed down from your great, keep going, great grandmother, right? So part of you was alive before today. A part of you was alive, not in the physical body, but in the essence of your great grandmother. And then it was passed on, it was passed down, it was passed down, it was passed down, and then you became the physical body. What if the idea that you have ancestors is actually another way of saying, I am ancestors? Think about that. I am an ancestor. And you don't have to leave this body to know that you're an ancestor. Just If you can allow that to just sit in your body, I'm not telling you to agree with me. I'm not telling you to disagree with me, but just sit with that for a minute. I am an ancestor. I come from the breath of the divine. I come from a place that's timeless. I come from a place that's spaceless, that's formless. The essence, the truth of me is wise. The truth of me is powerful. The truth of me is spirit. So the experiences that I've had, that I've experienced, the situations that has happened in my unfoldment, my evolution, I'm ready to heal it. I am ready to heal my own ancestry, my own journey. I'm ready to heal my own roots. Not my ancestors' roots, my own roots, my own connection to this earth. In this moment, we get to heal the past and the present. So when you look at everything that's happening in the world, everything, whether it's political unrest, white supremacy, or white body supremacy, as Resmer Mannekamp would say, the author of my grandmother's hand. All of it is happening now, and you get to heal it. It won't be healed intellectually. The intellect is a window, it's a little peephole to see what is happening. But the healing happens in us so that we can change ourselves, the institutions that we create for the future. Whether that's religious institutions, political institutions, whatever you want to call them, organizations, associations, communities. Because when we don't shine the light of truth on this vibration, this energy that wants to be seen, it gets passed on to the next generation and the next one. And guess what? Because life never dies, what you're passing on to your next generation is actually a part of you. So you get to continuously experience the thing that you didn't heal today. Oh! So maybe what we call a generational curse is just something that wants to be healed. And there's nothing bad about it. It's just the way things are. And it transcends color, race, ethnicity, culture. What if the curse is a medicine to heal ourselves? What if what we call a curse? Now, I'm not going to play down that there are those who have mastered the ability to manipulate the magic of life or energy. Everything is energy, right? And some people have learned to use energy to suck the life out of other people. But you know what? If you really understand the power in you, if you really know where you're from, if you really know who you are without the conditioning, the societal construct, if you can take a moment to just be with yourself, that there is a part of you that is invisible. Most part of you is invisible, and it is powerful. And there is nothing powerful enough to destroy your life. You only feel destroyed when you accept that that is true. From that place, you catch a new vision. From that place, you understand there's so much more to you. From that place, you know you can catch a vision for a new generation so that you in the future are living the vision that you caught today. Life never dies. It's always passed on. It's passed on biologically. It's passed on spiritually. It's passed on emotionally. It's passed on telepathically. Your life is passed on. So if your life is passed on, what you do today, you're going to experience tomorrow, even when you're not in the physical body. That's powerful. That's powerful. That's deep. Deep. Deep, 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 deep. Like roots that are holding you up. The roots that are holding you up. This Saturday, June 19th, 2021, there's a lot going on because it's Juneteenth. If you haven't registered, I invite you to do that, to allow this wisdom, this insight that is in you to be activated. There is a wisdom in you that wants to be activated. There is a truth in you that wants to be expressed. There is something in you that wants to be healed. And the reason you're watching this, and the reason you're hearing this is because a part of you that is beyond your intellect knows. That's why you're here. You're not here just because you see that I'm live and you want to check it out. That's just the catalyst. Your soul called you here. You as an ancestor called yourself here. You are an ancestor. You don't have to leave your body to be an ancestor because you've always been here. You're in the past, you're in the present, and you're going to be in the future. So the biological people in your life that are not in the physical body, you better believe that they're here today and they're going to be in the future with you. Then they're just like a balloon. You know, if you have a balloon and you inflate it, it swells. What made it swell? You blew air into it. And the minute you pop the balloon, where does the air go? It goes back into the atmosphere. We're swimming in it. We're marinating in our ancestral vibration, ancestral essence. And we can heal the past and the present. And we can create a new future, a different future. The question is, are we willing? Are you willing? Am I willing to hold the vision, live the vision, so we can birth the vision? Share this broadcast, like it, share it on your posts. If you don't join us, and even if you do, have a conversation about this. We keep looking to God. Why is this happening? I hope things change. We look to politicians. We look to other people. We are the answer. The minute we heal a sense of separation from our ancestors, from God, from the guides, we are all of it. And then we get to declare, we get to claim, and we get to affirm that this is the future that we're created. And everything that we do on a daily basis is informed by that vision, inner vision that can be only caught with insight, not eyesight. The eyesight is like a vehicle that takes you to places where the insight needs to take flesh. bit.ly is the link. No, that's not it. That's part of the link. bit.ly represent vision. Go there now, register, join us on Saturday. bit.ly/represent vision. If you can't make it, register somebody else. Pay for somebody else. Invest in the life of somebody else. I'm complete. I'm done. I'll see you tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. I think I'm going to play this song again on the way out. Ricky Byers, Beckwith. No, Ricky Byers. I'm tapping into memory. She's no longer a Beckwith. Oh, I turned the volume down. You know what? Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the volume up and then show the graphic. Those of you on Instagram want to see the graphic. And look at people, the numbers of people who came before you. I don't know actually if you're on Facebook and YouTube if you can hear it. I hope you can. And if not, pretend. Holy, holy, all love, all love. Here we go. Thank you for being here. Peace and blessings, particularly on YouTube and Facebook. That's right. Graphic coming up. Let me know all is love. Holy, holy. All one, all one. Holy, holy. Everything is one and holy. All one. Holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is one. Holy, holy. God is all there is. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is God. Holy, holy. It's all good. You are good. Life is good. What is that? I saw something on IG. All right, I'm out.